Yes, that the Go Us podcast. Got a special guest in the building, man, all the way from Guam. I call him the Guam Phenom. Bad boy. He a part of that all-dog star team. I see him putting in work. I had a good team out there. So I was able to see the young fella, real respectful. Without further ado, he's a bad boy. He gets down. Please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello, I'm Noah Tenorio. I'm from the island of Guam, and I'm class of 2025.
Class of 2025. Well, I got to ask you, how did you hear about Phenom America way out there?
So I was this was like one of my first ever like big trips to USA, and I was doing some researching a lot of camps, and actually some of my older boys from Guam went to Phenom. So I wasn't actually the first kid from Guam to go to Phenom. There's like two boys who went before me, and
Nice.
and I asked them and all that stuff, and they're like, it's great. And I applied, and I got invited. I was thankful for that, and yeah.
Well, that's a great way. I got representing the Phenom America. This is the Go Out podcast. It's a great opportunity to meet young guys like this. I had a real strong team. What team did you actually play for?
I played for the Thunder, so we never got to challenge.
Yeah. We never went head up. My team was I would probably try to figure out a way to guard you. I don't know, because you're a big body, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We probably had to pull you out away from the paint. We had to come with a few tackles to make you work a little hard, but I seen you was getting in. Let me ask you this. So you made the All-Star team. How you felt when you made that, when you heard your name being called?
Man, I think it really meant a lot for me, coming from Guam, and just out of those like 150 kids, high school kids, meant a lot. I think it was like a good testimony for all the hard work I put in and how serious I take the game, and my passion for it. So I think it really meant a lot to me.
It's funny you speak about that passion, and I tell a lot of times, I tell young guys, see, that passion is that fire. That's going to keep you rolling. If you really love this game and a coach start talking to you and you're ignoring that coach, especially if it's like in a workout session, and of course it could go either way, but when you see the passion, the knowledge go to the passionate people. What do I mean by that? Even though I'm a trainer, coach, do all of these things, but certain people go walk in the room, I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm not going to let this opportunity go by. So even you as a young player, that passion going to carry you. It's going to carry you to the opportunity to do things you're probably uncomfortable with.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the coaches there could be a disconnect between you and the coach as far as information, but that passion going to give you that opportunity to see what you can learn. That's why I say when you brought that word up, passion, that's why I said knowledge go to the passionate people, because even when you lose, that passion teach you what you did wrong. You feel me? Even when you win, that passion give you the understanding of I can build off of this. That's why I say some people like this game. But when you see the upper echelon, the top players, they love this game. That's why I say it's so important that you understand that you have that passion. And that's why you can tell the passionate guys and the guys that just want to play. There's a bunch of guys that just want to be basketball players, but when you see players like yourself, what coaches are looking for is competitors, right? So when you say a competitor, a player is two different things. Anybody can play. A competitor going to do whatever it takes to win within the confines of what? The rules, right? That's why with my team, they played hard, they played smart, and they played for each other. So I've been using that to let young guys know, if you want to play on any team, let your team know they need to take care of these three things, if nothing else, so that they could be together as a group. Because you can see when guys don't play for each other, it's a bad thing. You basically can't coach that, to be honest with you. So you came to Phenom, you made the All-Star team. Let's talk about, actually coming to was that your first trip to California?
That was like one of my first times ever being in California.
Pretty place, huh? You like California?
Man, honestly, I really enjoyed it there. It was nice weather, a lot of city life, good environment for basketball. I love the culture of basketball over there. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's big time over there, man. I'm an East Coast, down South California guy, man. I done played everywhere, so I'm a well-traveled. And, just to see young guys come from Guam. Like I met kids come from, came from many different countries, and it's good just to see guys that passionate that would come from that far. Like I told you, I'm gonna work on trying to get you a situation in Hawaii, because Hawaii is about how many hours from you? Like 5, you say?
It's like 5 hours away from Guam.
All right, I think that's a lot closer than California, but you said you wouldn't mind going anywhere. Actually, I had you a situation with the junior college, but we thought you was an unsigned senior, and he thought you was ready to go, right? He was like, "Yo, let's go, let's get him, let's do it." And I was like, "Nah, I think that's why I had to call you back and be like, yo, you was like, nah, I got one more year." I was like, I got another coach ready to roll, because sometimes when your word is strong, coaches be like, "Oh, you got somebody? Send him." Because I got a kid a scholarship today out in Pennsylvania. New coach, new program. I hope it all work out, but it ain't gonna be easy. So now let's talk about Guam. Let's get to it. How's it like being in Guam, and share? Because a lot of us don't know. I know I've never been. I have plans on going to the Philippines at some point. That's going on my bucket list. So talk to me about Guam. Talk to me about the country, the people, the culture, man. And how did you get into basketball coming from that culture? Because we know basketball is all global now.
Yes, sir. So Guam is a really small island. It's really small. Only 100K people populate the island. It's very tropical. It has great weather, and it's crazy. We only have like 2 seasons. It's only like rain season and dry season. Like that's the only thing we get here. So like all year round, it's 80, 90 degrees. It's very humid here.
It's humid in New Orleans. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Humidity. So I'll never have to have a bad hair day. You see that? I ain't worried about that.
And then the people here are so like, it's like a family, like we welcome anybody. It's everyone here cares for each other. And so originally
you got me interested in coming already, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call out there and see who we know. So if I get because everywhere I go, I like to also work, man. I don't like to just visit places unless I got a situation there as well. So I like to work, travel, and that's the way I think the best way to meet people.
Yep.
So telling me more. Tell me more about it, because like, what is the basketball scene out there like? Please explain that to fans.
Basketball is actually like, it's pretty popular on Guam, right?
What's the number one sport out there?
I would say maybe rugby, baseball.
You told me you was a rugby guy, Yo, this is a big body. He get big body buckets. They bounce off him. Too easy for him to get points. Too easy. I'm still trying to figure out what we would have did to you. We had the W, high and low, forced you to turn it over or something. But go ahead.
Yeah, so basketball, it's honestly like, coming from Guam, it's really hard. We don't really have I wouldn't say we really have the height for basketball and stuff like that. So my first sport was football growing up. I always loved football. And then as time went on, I found basketball, and I love the culture of basketball. I love making friends, meeting new people. It's just a faster paced game. So I decided, like, around my younger days, I was like, hey, I'm gonna put 100% of my efforts into one sport, and I'm not gonna go 50-50 into both sports. I'm gonna go either giving my all in one sport, and that sport ended up to being basketball.
It's so funny that you say that. I was a dynamite baseball player. Matter of fact, my body type, I wish I would have continued playing. Because I'm a perfect baseball player, 6 feet baseball player. I could hit, catch. Yeah. But once I started playing basketball, the bug bit me too. And I went from that to just working on my handle. And once I worked on my handle, the game became super fun. Because, I grew up in Harlem. So in Harlem, back then in that era, like right now, you in the 3-point era, like everything was different stages. I grew up in the ball handling era. And then, then you got the Michael Jordan era. Everybody want to dunk. See, in my era, you try to dunk on a big man, even the referee look at you and say, yo, you better get you a jump shot. So you used to get knocked out the sky. I remember one time I got a hairline fracture just trying to bang on a big guy, and he just pushed me. And the ref and I'm like, yo, you ain't call that foul. Ref looked at me like, man, you can't come down the middle. So that's why a lot of people talk about basketball, the time and the era. Isaiah Thomas will tell you, man, he got stitches going straight down his head. You ever heard of Isaiah Thomas?
From the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah.
Bad boys.
So back then, So for us to dunk, that's why when we saw Spud Webb dunk, we was like, wow, 5'7" could dunk. So they gave everybody, the inspiration to be like, yo, we could do it. So what I'm saying to you is, in my era, you get paid. You used to get punished coming down the middle. Go watch the videos in the 80s, 90s, man. They punish you. So, so that's why I say, it's good that you picked up on it. But I'm from a different era where ball handling was everything. And now we're in a 3-point era, which I can see you can shoot that rock as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's fabulous that, you get the opportunity to play in your country. And let me ask you this. Who are some of your favorite NBA stars or college stars or basketball players, or who you follow, who inspired you, things of that nature?
Man, I really like, from me personally, I really like Luka Doncic, I really like how he's so controlled, so paceful, so smart.
Kind of
Like,
similar to your game.
yes, sir.
I think that's a perfect prototype for you to study.
Yeah, like, not athletic. He's a big body. I'm a big body, not athletic. We're not really fast. We're not the fastest on the court. We're not, the slowest. We're just, we're big boys. And just him being so smart and using his bodies, getting to his angles, like it. I think that's one of the players I really like to watch. Because I can't. I enjoy watching Kyrie, but like, I'm not gonna move as fast as Kyrie. I'm not. I'm not. I gotta study.
It's interesting. It's interesting that you even understand that for yourself, right? Because some guys, you ask them who their favorite players are, and they would pick certain guys, and I'd be like, everybody that was my favorite player, I studied, but I studied many players just so that I could have, whatever, just to have that game, But he's the perfect prototype for you, man. Matter of fact, man, let's get into a little bit of your video, man. Let's put your video up here, man, so they can see how you get down, man. Get a little something for the fans, man. I don't know what happened to the music on here.
I can hear the music.
Let's add this to this. Hold on. I made a little mistake. Let me get back to the video. We gotta take that back. Hold on. This is him cooking right here. You can see he ain't playing. He come in the building, all business. Big body business. Nice little dance. Put him on the skates. Get up off me. Bop, bop. Got the handle. Easy finish, as you can see. You can't stop him in the cup, in the lane. Too easy. And one waiting to happen. Clean it up. Big body down. Finish. Nice ball fake. Get the open man. Great find. Yeah, too easy. Got him on skate. Too easy. Left hand finish. Liddy. Push the floor. Open body. Great find. Bang, bang. Go. Euro. One hand finish. 3 ball. Great find. He was killing everybody. Too easy to the cup. Where's the defense at? Nobody plays D anymore. Easy money right there. Just to let y'all know how my man get down. He big body. He don't play with it. He gets it done. So, man, how you feel about the Phenom camp, man? How you feel about it? Let's talk about it.
Like, it was such a great camp. Like, that was like one of my first times ever experiencing, a global camp like that. Like, so many players, so many different stories, so many different journeys that you get to see. And it was just an amazing environment. Everybody's there strictly to, showcase what they worked hard for. And it was amazing just to be a part of that atmosphere. I think that was like the best part. It wasn't even like, it was just meeting all the like same age as you, same goals as you, meeting the players who work hard, meeting the players who are working harder than you. Like that was a good. I really enjoyed that environment.
Yeah, I just love the fact the way how you bask in that kind of glory of understanding, right? And it's a beautiful thing. The reason I say that is because I can see the fire in you. You know, when I send this video out to coaches, I know that they're gonna feel good about a young man like you. How tall are you? Let's talk about the numbers. What's your specs? What do you say?
So
How tall are you?
right now I'm 6'2".
Nice.
Yeah, I would say I'm a pretty big point guard. I'm a pretty
No,
big
no,
guard.
but what happens? They had, back in the days, was a guy named Alameen from UConn, won it all. You remind me of him, like So I gave you the workout. We ain't gonna put the secrets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I already
yep,
I gave you your marching orders. You better get to work. Cause
yes,
see,
sir.
I got a big guy. Actually, you played against him. His name is Chase. Big Chase Chester. I'm gonna show you. He made the All-Star team as well. And
Oh, is he the 6'10" dude?
not him. He was in 6'10", but
Oh.
Chase is about 6'5". He made the All-Star team. He didn't play in the game, but
Oh, yes,
you
yes.
see him
That
right there with the fro. You see him in the
yes,
back with
sir.
the fro. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
tilt this way.
Yeah, he was on my team.
He was on her team.
Or I see him. He was on the red team.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah. He was in the All-Star game. Yeah, he played with his team was the Raptors.
the
Y'all played the
Raptors. Yeah.
Raptors,
No,
so y'all didn't play them all. Sorry, priority. But anyway, the point that I'm making is, I told him, listen, when I met him as a big 8th grader, I said, listen, your money is in how fast you move that body. Zion Williams has took all you young big guys and made it hard on y'all. Like you see how Spud Webb and all that made it where you don't have no excuse but the work to get it done. Like you don't have no excuse. You got to be a fast guard because why? There's different levels to playing this game. So you got high school speed, college speed, pro speed, right? So in high school, you got to be moving like you belong in college. And then when you're in college, you got to be moving like you belong in the pros so that you can stand out, right? So, so that's why I gave you what you got to do, man. Stick to it, get it done. So the next time I see you, because I'm putting a camp together right now, I'm trying to hurry up and put a camp together. I don't know if you're gonna probably make that camp because it's gonna be in America. It's gonna be in September. I'm gonna give you the invite so you could come out. And I'm actually trying to get it done. So I'm speaking into existence, man. I'm supposed to get it done at the Pelicans facility. So hopefully their practice facility, very, very nice facility. I always go in there and meet some of the players, talk with the players. That's why, I'm trying to get that done. Hopefully you could come. If you could come out, man. We go give you the invite. You're part of them dogs coming out of Phenom, so we definitely want to do that. Let me ask you this. Let's get to the business at hand. If you get the opportunity to play college basketball, what would you study? What are you gonna do when the ball stop bouncing? What's your goals once the ball stop bouncing?
So if I get a goal, if I get let's say if I get a full ride right to a college, man, I would study business.
That's
So
what
my
I
first
got
would be
my degree in. I got my degree in business. I figured, look, I'm not sure what I want to take, but I know I'm gonna want to turn it into some money. So I went on into business. That's what I recommend most of my college players that don't know what they really want to take. Just take business because at some point you're gonna have to know how to do the numbers. Like you say, the math got to math up.
So I'll take business then. If business doesn't work out, I'll go into kinesiology.
No, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
There you
It's
go.
gonna work out. The only reason why I say you don't have to second guess business because it's basically concepts, right? Understanding concept, understanding numbers, learn how to do the math, and once you get the accounting first, you'll be fine. The accounting part, so you'll be fine with business. That's why most guys, the hardest thing to ever try to do is be an engineer in college. Most guys I know, I got situation, they just wind up not even playing on the team. They just want to because once you finish with your engineer degree, you're engineer. You don't have to take all of the extra stuff, like your master's of this and the master's of that. You basically you on board. You the deal. You going you where you're supposed to be. So you're gonna take business. That's good to hear. So now, you watch college basketball?
I would say I'm pretty familiar. I'm not the most familiar with college basketball, but I do like see little snippets of highlights and video game or game recaps and stuff like that on Instagram and TikTok. I do see some from time to time.
So let me ask you this: do they not show a lot of basketball out there? Do you have ESPN? You have ESPN?
Oh yes, sir. Like they a lot of people watch basketball here, but just me personally, I'm always just focusing on what I can do better. And I do watch a lot of like high level basketball and to see how these guys, react to this and react to that and how do they keep themselves in the game. So I do watch a lot of high level basketball, but
When you say high level, I don't want to assume that I know, because somebody might be like, what do you mean by that? Explain when you say high level basketball, and also get into how you played against a bunch of international teams. So you could take it from there and give those both perspectives so that people could be clear on how much you get down. Because I know in other countries, college is not a real thing as far as sports, basketball, right? So explain yourself so they can get a clear understanding. That's why a lot of guys come to America and play college basketball. But go ahead and explain that.
So I do watch a lot of international basketball. I do watch a lot of FIBA games. I watch a lot of how smart the point guards are, how how team systematic it is. I love watching beautiful basketball, and I have played against some of the like top countries in the world. I have represented Guam in Oceania tournaments with FIBA. I played against Australia, played against New Zealand, Samoa, Papua New Guinea. So I've seen a lot of talent and I've seen a lot of different play styles from each country. And also I went to Japan, played in Philippines. I seen a lot worldwide. I saw Singapore, and then I saw America recently. And I just think that seeing different types of ways basketball is played in different types of countries gives me and I'm learning from it. And I'm learning from all these different players, all these different styles. I think that kind of helps me against a lot of my opponents who know one style of basketball. Like it gives me I think it just helps me grow as a player, seeing all the different types of basketball being played.
No, I think your answer is even better than I thought, to be honest with you, right? Because when you say you don't watch college, you're watching something that's even, I wouldn't say better than college, but is the perfect match to it in some aspect, right? It's equivalent is the word I'm looking for. And it's equivalent and even better because that's the pro game, right? So I was actually, did you watch college? Because a lot of times you get to understand sets, what coaches are running, what point guards are doing. But if you're watching the professional ranks and you're learning from the guards and you're understanding pace, you're understanding how to play at a certain pace, how to get into a quick offense, the quick plays and different things, look at out of bounds plays and different things. So that's impressive to me. That's very impressive to me that you get access to that kind of stuff and learn from that. And you're even conscientious on how important it is to study those things. So
Yes, sir.
now when you watch Luka Doncic and you study his game, I would like to see him play defense more.
Yes.
I can't say I would like him to pass more because I understand what's going on in that. But once he get that third option, I think he'll be forced to pass more, right? So you got Klay Thompson now. So are you a Dallas Maverick fan?
Like
Who's your team?
honestly, I really always it's kind of hard because I always loved the Lakers. I always loved like the
And I'm a
historic.
Laker. Look, I picked my team in the 80s, so you already know my age. I'm telling you, anybody that don't like it, I'm giving it to you because I can't go nowhere. Too many people know my teams. I'm a Cowboys, Lakers, Yankee fan.
There you go.
And I picked those teams so long ago, I can't go nowhere. I don't even wear the clothes no more because we don't win like we supposed to. I think the last time the Lakers is the last team out of all my teams that won. My other teams, we ain't won probably since the 90s. So I don't know.
Yep.
The Yankees won in the 2000, but I'm talking about the early 2000s. So my fanfare right now, as a fanatic, I don't know where I'm at in that, but I'm gonna stick to it. I ain't going nowhere. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah,
let me ask you a few more questions, and then we're gonna get you out of here, man. Coming straight from Guam. So now, when you look at the landscape of basketball and you played against all these different countries, what players do you think are growing the fastest? Because right now, I think if you saw, did you see the Olympics?
Yes, sir. I was like, I
You
just
was
love.
deep on that. Look, don't forget to go watch. I did a piece on the Olympics too. You saw that? I talked
Yes,
about it. Look that up, because I think what country was the African team that played America that shocked them?
South Sudan.
South Sudan. I was gonna say Angola, but it's South Sudan. Yeah. So, and that just goes to show you, man, it was an unbelievable thing how powerful, how global this game really is. So that's crazy. So let's talk about the Olympics, man. What you like about it? Because I thought it was one of the best Olympics I have ever seen.
I personally think that the world is catching up. That's what I think. Basketball has evolved so much, and just how they brought it back to the basics. How all the Euro teams, how all these different countries brought it back to the basics. They didn't really rely on ice to ball. Sometimes they did, but you see them running sets, running plays, read and reacts. Yes, the USA team does that, but it's more if you like. I was watching Team USA, a lot of just pick and roll. Okay, get your man on the island, go to work. Like, and the defense being played in FIBA is I would say is way more difficult than the NBA or just
Explain
overseas
that
in
a little
general.
more. What do you mean by it? When you say the defense is more difficult, and what aspect? Because I think I know what you mean, but I don't want to assume.
So like, if I'm not wrong, you can stay in the paint for 3 seconds. Like, you can just stand on the paint. You can run zones. Like, there's
The
no
NBA got
defensive.
zone now, which I think is like, nah.
I don't really like zone. I like it when it's man to man, and it shows how good a player is when you go man to man. And
Yeah, but it also shows you only as good as what you could guard anyway. So if you're
yep,
not gonna be tough on the ball, man, you're in a lot of trouble anyway. Because you're
yep,
gonna run into many guys that can play, but you got to make that guy work for everything you get. If you make him work, it's a different mindset. Guys know
yes,
when they
sir.
have it easy, and no guys know when they have to work for everything.
Yes, sir.
Man. So yeah, that's interesting. That you watch that, you study that like that, man. That's pretty interesting. But finish what you were saying about the defense aspect.
Yeah, like like when I watch the NBA, it's I see a lot of get your man on an island and go to work. Or like usually that's what I see. Maybe to me, but in FIBA it's when they try to do that, they realize like you can stay in the paint for 3 seconds. So that means someone's always gonna be in the paint no matter what. Like, yes, there's supposed to be help set and all that stuff, but that means no matter what happens, no matter if you drive or not, there's always gonna be someone waiting for you in the paint, and that just makes it harder, uh, as it is. Like, you have Wemby 7'5" in the middle in the paint, uh, like ready to block your shot. Like, if and in FIBA, once the ball hits the rim, you could just swat it right out. There's
That's
like
right. I noticed that. Yeah,
there's not really a goaltending call, so like that makes it even harder because you have Wemby, Rudy Gobert. Imagine like France, Rudy Gobert and Wemby, 7'3", 7'5". Once the shot hits the rim, they're swatting it out.
I'll be honest with you. In 2028, I don't know what we're gonna do.
The world is definitely.
I think they're in a lot of trouble. But here's another big piece that I was telling somebody the other day. Because when I went out to Australia and you go out to different countries, here's a big thing. You see, our kids the American kids are in class, right? So say a kid come train with me 3 times a week, that would be considered serious, a serious training, a serious guy. And that means he's only training 3 hours a week. That ain't even nowhere close to what the guys are doing overseas now.
Yeah.
Guys, young players overseas is anywhere between 20 hours a week. So catching up is, if they've been doing this for the last 20 years, that's why basketball is the way it is, right? Guys are athletic. All the secrets are out here. Like I gave you a few secrets to improve your game, right? So now all the secrets is out here. So you could take a player from anywhere and make him a star if he's willing to put in the work. And that's the difference. So a guy like you, if you're willing to put in the work, the sky's the limit. So I noticed, tilt to your left a little bit. I see you got a post up there. What's that about?
So that's actually my high school I attend. We are
Nice.
we are
Talk to us. Talk to us. Give it a high school information.
yeah. So we are a Catholic school. We're a Catholic private school.
Nice.
We're all boys school. So it's strictly just business, like school,
Nah, trust
student
me.
athletes,
Distractions.
no
Your
distractions,
distraction
right?
could be your distraction. Trust me.
Yeah, for no young men. So we're called FDMS, Father Duenas Memorial School,
Nice.
and we're called the Friars. Our basketball team's called the Friars.
They got a Fridays
Uh,
team out here in America too.
yeah. So it I would say it's a really it's like I think it's the best school on Guam. Like it's a
Nice.
super strong school, and I religion is a big part of my life.
Nice.
Love God, and I do, you know, he's always gonna be first, and I'm
He's first in my life. Matter of fact,
yep,
I got a clothing line called Go Me, and it stands for God over money and ego.
yes
So
sir,
that always, that alone, you know, you keep that's how I roll. You feel me? Because
yes
I
sir,
know man gonna always try to put you in a situation where he's gonna try to feed your ego or feed you money and get you to compromise yourself. So that spirituality is very powerful, man. And let me know, man. I might have to send some Go Me stuff, or you could go online and support. Go me, gomebrand.com.
yes
Let's
sir,
get that around across the ticket. There you go, right there. Gomebrand.com, in case you don't know. And yeah, man. So we had a half an hour. We're gonna probably do another 5 to 10 minutes because this is a long, we're coming all the way from Guam, man. We got to get this done, man. And yeah, man. So finish telling me about your school, and that spirituality is your rock. And I know you like you say, what you could do with an hour with God is unbelievable than living a life without him, right? So
yes sir.
just in 1 hour, he could change your whole life around. So for me, that's everything. So finish telling me about the great school you go to. Did y'all win any state championships yet, or how do I go? Because we call state championships. You going into your senior year, right? So how y'all
Yeah,
did last year, and what you gonna change different as you the starting point guard of the team over there?
yes sir.
So how you gonna lead the troops this year?
Man, like for me, it's always keeping the boys in tunnel vision, right? Like keeping them focused on the goal. Like we're taking one game at a time. Like we don't care like what the team is, who the teams are. We're gonna have our goal straight on playing as a team, working hard, and just keeping everybody in line, right? So we call it national championships or all island championships. And right now we are back-to-back champions. And
Oh
last year,
wow,
so my junior year, I got MVP of the whole league. So now
I gotta look you
going,
up more, man. I
yeah,
mean, look. This turning out to be a great interview, man. I didn't know you had that. You humble, bro. You humble.
yeah,
You're a humble king, man. That's what we want. We need more humble kings out here. We need more
yes, sir.
humble kings, guys. That's about what? The task, the people in the business. Not these guys that need to be validated through all kind of BS. We don't need no more of that. I don't want to see no more of that. I'm pretty sure you don't want to see no more of that. I don't care nothing about all the flashing and all that. We need humble kings out here, man, so that we can live a long journey, long life. Man, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you, man. Two-time champion. Keep rolling.
Yeah, so I won MVP my junior year, and since my freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, I was always first team all island. So that was pretty big for me, and like the school I go to is great school, right? Great education. We're always going to be students before athletes in the classrooms. You got to like if you want to play, you got to hit the classrooms, right? And that's also very important is getting a good education and being able to
No
uh
question about it. That's why they call it a student athlete, right?
yes sir,
And the student part goes first. That's why a lot of times, and let me tell you something, if you don't pass those classes, you don't keep those scholarships
yes
because there's
sir,
always a guy that looking to replace you. Coaches is looking to take guys that's serious about the opportunity. You gotta have the gravitas to get it done. You can't be messing around on that level because coaches got to win 20 games, 25 games, winning conference, especially in college. And you want to make sure you're the type of player that can get it done. You know what I
yes sir.
mean? And I'm
Yeah,
telling you this, man, from your interview right now, man, you're gonna be very appealing to a lot of coaches. And you know, I'm gonna send out the video, of course. And man, I'm really looking forward to you know what decision you make coming up in the next, like you say, 6 to 8 months. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So now, there's any questions that you have for me that you want to ask, and let me see if I can help you answer those questions. Any questions you have for me?
Yes, sir. So like being a coach and a part of those camps, and you know, being someone who connects players and tries to help them, like what do you like what do you see in players that you think can help them bring them to the next level?
You know what's so funny? What's the beautiful part about what I do is I can see what the young guy is missing in his package as far as playing wise. I could also see what they may need in their personality. I could share with them information on the numbers, right? So I'll give it to you like this, and it'll give you an opportunity to understand how serious this game is and how hard you have to work. So let's say we're talking about the numbers in America. Let's say, give or take, you say 2 million kids play high school basketball, right?
Yes, sir.
So come down to is about 5,000 get scholarships a year, right? So that means 1.995 will not be getting a scholarship in 2025. Now, those numbers can go either way, high or low, right? So just to think, you know how special you have to be to be in that 5,000, knowing that 1.995 will not have a scholarship. So now, whatever your impediments are, right, where you struggle at, you're going to be in one of those numbers. So life don't matter, you know, like the great Jay-Z said. Jay-Z said, the numbers don't lie. So if you have a problem with speed, you might end up in that 1.995. You have a problem with shooting. You're not coachable. You don't pass your classes. You get distracted by women. Whatever it is, whatever problem you have, it's going to shift you in those numbers. You see what I'm saying to you? So now, a
Yes,
guy
sir.
like me, some guys might be a few skills away or this away, and they have it and they want it. So now I match young fellas up with the right type of situation, because all situations is not going to be beautiful, but it is a situation for some kids that don't have a situation. So to me, that's what I do. I've seen a lot of guys, even at the Phenom camp. I'll be going to a camp tomorrow out here. They have the Xavier camp. I'll be looking at some players. And I'm saying there's a lot of talented young guys, but I think some young guys don't look at the whole picture, right? Like, you see how you look at the whole picture. You carry yourself professionally, well-spoken, you care, you work hard. So that's the coach. That's what coaches are looking for. So you want to get guys as complete as possible, so when they get to that situation, they're able to take advantage of that opportunity, right? So
Yes,
that's why I say, with you growing up the way you growing up, and the things that you're gravitating to, and the knowledge that you're picking up along the way, just make you the perfect candidate for these kind of situations. And most kids don't understand. You have to move a certain way, because you are a creature of habit. So if you got a lot of bad language, you're going to use that more. If you got a lot of BS on your Instagram, all that's going 1.995. You're getting shift every day. Every day you making yourself a candidate for one of those sides. There's no way to get around it. You get what I'm saying to you? So,
yes,
and then you look at, which is really a big issue right now today. I wouldn't call it an issue, but it's happening, where most kids that are prepared in America are the ex-NBA players. So just think about that. So these kids understand how much work they got to put in. Why? Because their dad already did it, right? A lot of these ex-WNBA players, kids as well. So you have to take your 24 hours. My advice to you, and don't let, at least you got to take one out of those 24 hours. You got to take at least an hour and a half and make sure you're improving something. That's my advice to you. So we had already almost 40 minutes, man. We're going to do this again. Noah, hit him with your name one time. Noah Tenorio. How you say your last name?
Tenorio.
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 All right.
Yeah, so
Noah Tenorio, and give him a few of them nicknames that you have out there. I call him the Phenom from Guam, the Guam Phenom. I call him Big Body. Tell him a few names. Big Dog. Tell him what they call you out there, man.
So I got some of my nicknames from I got Big Dog, I got Man Child, and I also got Hundo. I got a few
Hundo,
nicknames.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's what I thought your name was, Hundo. And you was like, no, my name is Noah. I was like, but you put Hundo on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So look,
Yeah,
let me ask you this: did you enjoy the story about Elijah Morgan? Did you see that story? Because you said you met Elijah as well, and you trained with him, which let us know the world is what powerful.
yeah.
You know,
So
tell that Noah.
It's crazy how small the world is, man. Like I met this pro player in a impact at a camp in Vegas, and I always love hearing people's stories. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey man, like what's your story, like this and that. So he, super good ball player, D1, went to ND, transferred to the Citadel, and now he's going pro in Sweden. I'm like, man, like,
Oh, so
it's
you talk
crazy.
with you talk with Elijah, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then I did the whole thing on him. He was a kid that trained with me, so I thought that was like, that's crazy. Like, I know when you saw it, you was like, I met that kid. Now, how powerful is God?
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like, he works in mysterious ways, and it's very powerful.
Unbelievable, man. We're gonna end it right there. My God, I got to get that last name right one more time. Noah Tenorio.
Noah Tenorio.
Tenorio. I got to get that
Like
part. Tenorio.
Tenorio.
Yeah, like the Oreo. Tenorio. I got it now. Noah Tenorio. I call him the Guam Phenom, man. That's the name I like, man. The Guam Phenom. One more video before we get out of here, man. One more video, man. More.
Gang day. Gang day. Gang day.
You take it to the beginning.
Yeah. Right back and I'm here. I got the whole team in here now. It's feeling like gang day and this gang day. We are the underdogs of the year. We ranking #1 on the list. We put in overtime, so we ready for overtime. If the clock never hits. Gang day. Gang day. Gang day. Gang day. Gang day. Gang day. Yeah, pray to God he with you. And coming out to get you, yeah.
Thank you, my guy.
All right,
appreciate you. Thank you for the interview, man.
I want to say thank you.
Here, man. We're gonna reach out, man. I got you. So you already know you got a junior college in California if you want that, but I'm gonna try to find something in Hawaii so your family could be able to come see you. You won't be too far from home. 5-hour flight is a lot more reasonable than how many hours is Cali? Like 16 or something?
Like, yeah, 12. Like, it's pretty far. Like in the double.
Yeah. So we're gonna find something right there in Hawaii, man. I'm pretty sure. And but then again, let me ask you this: are you able to start your pro career? Do y'all got a pro out there, or can you go to the Philippines or any other country? I'd rather see you play college so that you could dominate and then give yourself a chance to do something after that, and then come back home and have some,
So it's kind of hard. My mom really wants me to get an education too in college.
Yeah, now that matters. That matters.
So I'm thinking about I think college is the best, the most reasonable for me.
No question about it. You're a young fella. I think college, you want to get the education because, at some point, once the ball stops, you got to see what your body feel like in 4 years after, once you do. Because playing in college ain't no joke because you're going to put a lot of work in. Your body going to bang. So definitely, man, I think, finish up and going to college is would be a good look for you, man.
Yes,
I think it would be the best look for you, to be honest with you.
I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I'm really grateful. I want to thank you.
Yeah, man, you're welcome, man. And we got a lot of business ahead of us, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We got Noah in the building, y'all. Go me. Here we go one more time. Go me. Go you. Go us. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.